now, if you asked me that, can I make my chocolate milk shelf stable? How do we do that?
How do you?
Milk that you can carry around anywhere.
That makes no sense to me, though.
Why not?
Milk?
Yes.
Shelf stable?
Yes.
That makes no sense. Like, how does that work?
You may have already used it, but you don't know yet.
Really?
Yes. So the way to do it is we put this in a batch tank. So this is our batch tank, supply tank. So we will put it in the tank, and then it goes through what we call heating process. So we'll heat it up to, let's say, 280 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
So we have a couple of heaters. It goes through both of those heaters. We hold it for a certain time. In our case, it's 12 seconds. Okay. And after 12 seconds, it goes into cooling tubes. So we cool it down to room temperature. Product is sterile at that point. Okay. We cannot afford any more contamination. The aseptic valve we saw earlier, we will be using on this kind of a system. And after the product is cooled, we use aseptic filling equipments to fill it in any package that we want. So that's how we make aseptically packaged products.
Right here.
Right here. The gallon jug milk that you buy.
Yeah.
What's the shelf life, refrigerated shelf life of that milk? How many days?
12 days.
12 days,
Yeah.
right? And contrast that to another milk which you may buy in the gable top. For example, your half and half. How
Half
long?
and half.
How long?
Months.
Why?
I have to tell me. Pasteurized.
No, it's sterilized.
Sterilized.
That's the difference I want to point out. The gallon milk is pasteurized, so it's pasteurization process, good for a couple of weeks in refrigerator. But the gable top ones, they are treated what we call ultra high temperature, UHT, around 280, 290 degrees Fahrenheit in an equipment like that one.
That one.
And then you package it in those gable top, what we call as extended shelf life fillers. And then your product is good for, let's say, a
And you're
couple of
saying
months.
gable top?
Yes.
And what is gable top?
It's the type of the package. Those square ones with a spout on the top.
Yeah.
Those
That's a
cotton-
gable top?
Yes, that's right. And that's why those last longer. So now you know milk is also sterilized. You may be using it, but you didn't know it.
Right. We were at a hotel for the past 3 nights.
I see.
And they had creamers at the coffee down in the lobby.
Yeah.
And you couldn't, I took a fork. Do you have a problem with the creamers, you guys? It was like the worst creamer packaging
So
ever. There was no tab.
I see. Usually you have the tabs and then you can pull open.
and then you pull it open, the
There is
tiny
a-
little,
There is a lot of things that goes behind. So let's point out a couple of things for that creamer.
Okay.
That sealing.
Yes.
That sealing is really, really important to keep the contamination out of that creamer cup. How hard you seal, it depends on your equipment. You
Right.
don't want to seal it too hard that it's hard to open.
This
so you
was.
want to seal right enough so that it's easier for consumers, right?
6:30 this morning, I was irritated, just so you know.
It was for an exercise 6:30.